Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to HWM. Now, one of the things we wanted to do with our YouTube channel was share with you a few of the fantastic specification new cars that pass through this business. And today we have a DBX 707 finished in this fantastic Apex Grey. Now, if you're not familiar with DBX 707, it's arguably the fastest A to B car that we sell today. And one of the reasons is its enormous power output. So 707 PS, which is just under 700 brake horsepower. But critically, it puts out 900 Newton meters of torque. Now that's the same as our DBS 5.2 litre V12 twin turbo. So a remarkable amount of power and torque. And just to give you a few headline figures, it does 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. It will get to 100 miles an hour in 7.4 seconds. Vmax is 193 miles an hour. And critically, for overtaking, it will get from 50 to 75 miles an hour in 1.9 seconds. So all remarkable figures. But actually what's so great about the DBX 707 is, yes, it has this enormous punch, but it's actually a very usable car. It's big, it's comfortable, it will cruise quietly. And the reality is, the majority of the time, these cars get used for chores and travel and touring. And that is something that it does immensely well. Now let's have a little look at the specification. So the way this car has been specified by the customer is Apex Grey, beautiful subtle colour that contrasts wonderfully with all of the black detailing. So it's got the full black pack on it, black wheels, black brake calipers, behind which there are the largest brakes ever fitted to an Aston Martin. So 420mm carbon ceramic brakes are amazing brakes. They actually save 33 kilograms of unsprung weight. So that's useful, as well as making the car stop rather rapidly. All the way through, let me turn this car around on the turntable so you can have a good look at it. Let's get a bit of the side profile. Extra work has actually been done on the 707 for aero. So you can see at the top it's got this extra wing. I love this because it's got this carbon tip detailing. But you have to remember, in terms of top speed, I mentioned it does 193 miles an hour. Well, to put that in perspective, that is the same as the Aston Martin GT12, which runs a lot of aero and a big wing. So again, down the bottom here, you can see quite an aggressive diffuser, but it's fitting for a car of this performance. Let's pop open the boot. So there's actually some interesting controls in this boot. It's a really good size as well. Left and right hand side, you've got some buttons to lower and raise the rear seats, which is always useful. Trying to reach through for catches, it's too big for that. On this side, if I press a button, this is fitted with the optional electric tow bar. So I can tow 2,700 kilos. Look at that, nice and neat. And the beauty is it just flips away when not in use. There we go, it's all done. The other buttons we've got in the back that I love is for heavy loading. You can press a button and it lowers the height of the DBX. You can see that going down there. So if you've got something heavy you just want to chuck in the back, it gives you a bit of a head start. Again, at the back, I love, with this particular spec, the smoked rear lights, black badges and script just all works brilliantly together. Now, if I scroll the car back round, we should have a look at the interior. Now, being what I would consider a sporty spec with this Apex Grey and black colour combination, the interior has a really sporty theme as well. So we have Alcantara and leather in black through the cabin with silver stitch contrast. Now, the beauty of a DBX is, as standard, it gets a full glass roof. So you can go for a dark interior and it still feels light and airy inside. Incidentally, that glass roof does have an electric blind, and it's an Alcantara blind. It's the largest Alcantara blind. In fact, I think the only one ever fitted to a production car. So it's a nice detail. And then an Alcantara steering wheel, again, it adds to the sportiness, and then carbon trim through the center console and on the side doors. And one of my favorite touches, when you look at the side, there's a speaker here with Alcantara trimming across it, and it's just so beautifully done. Final thing I should point out is pillarless, double glazed windows there on the car. So I'll shut that, soft close. It's been fantastically engineered. If I look at the rear, it's another feature that I love about DBX is this is a car that's been enormously over-engineered. If you look at the complexity of the door hinge within the car, so much effort has gone into making this absolutely perfect, and it gives the wide door aperture. It's got wraparound door lining, so it protects the sills. Little bits like that are a lovely touch, so it stops the back of your trouser leg getting dirty as you get in and out of the car. So there is this usability that the DBX has beyond its immense performance. But more than anything, we wanted to share this with you because we think it's such a beautiful spec. Every Aston Martin that we make can be specified in such a way that you can change its character completely. So rather than sporty, you could go elegant, you could go all silver wheels, you could go cream interior and perhaps a more traditional colour on the outside. We'd love to know how you'd spec your DBX, so please leave in the comments how you would set up your perfect Aston Martin.